Hey, what's up guys, I'm Lan here. Welcome back to a new video on my channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about iOS 15.3 beta 1 update. As you can see, Apple has released iOS 15.3 developers and public beta for all its iPhones. So this update came in about 5.65 GB on my iPhone XR. As you can see, this is an iPhone XR, and in this video I'm going to talk about what are the new improvement, bug fixes and the new features of iOS 15.3 beta 1 on my iPhone XR. So as you can see from the screenshot, it mostly says it is bug fixes and improvements, not any new features is included. But although I'm gonna try to differentiate between the iOS 15.2 and 15.3 and let you know what are the new features included and what are the bug fixes. So in this video we're gonna take a detailed look at iOS 15.3 beta 1 on my iPhone XR. So make sure you watch this video till the end, and if you're new here and happen to enjoy this kind of videos on my channel, do give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel, because this gives me a lot of motivation to make more of this kind of videos for you guys. Now with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so the first things first, let me go to the settings and general and about section. If I go to the about section and tap on the software version, as you can see, it clearly says iOS 15.3 and the new build number is 19D5026G. So the letter G at the end, so it clearly denotes that iOS 15.3 public release is not happening very soon. And if you take a look at the other details as well, with this new update, that is iOS 15.3 beta 1, we have a new modem firmware. So the new modem firmware version is 4.02.01. Now I had taken a screenshot before, so as you can see, before updating, this was the build number of iOS 15.2, which is 19C56, and the modem firmware was 4.02.02. and after updating, as you can see, the modem number has, or the modem firmware has become 4.02.01. this is quite surprising, but I have actually noticed that with iOS 15.3 beta 1 we have a new modem firmware update, but the modem firmware what is been provided by Apple, it is the older version of the modem firmware. So I haven't tested the connections or the networks of iPhone XR as of now. It is on airplane mode, so I haven't done that. So let me test this new modem firmware update, which is basically a old modem firmware version. So let me test it thoroughly and I will update you guys. So that's actually a biggest update and biggest focus of this iOS 15.3 beta 1. We have a modem firmware update. Let me know in the comment section which device you are using and if you have a modem firmware update or not. Now coming to this update, if you are using iOS 15.1 or 15.2 stable series of updates, this update is not for you. If you only have a beta profile or developers beta profile installed, you would be able to see the update. So for that you need to go to the settings and go to general and click on software update section. If you're not able to see the update, make sure your phone is connected to Wi-Fi, tap on the automatic updates, turn this off and turn this back on, then you should be able to see the update. Now coming to what's new in this feature, I didn't notice anything new specifically with this iOS 15.3 beta 1. It's as I showed you before as well in the screenshot as well, it mostly talks about it contains bug fixes and improvement. So the first thing first, I felt that the UI is very fluid and very smooth. Actually it felt smoother than iOS 15.2 RC release or the final release. So iOS 15.3 beta 1 actually has done a great job in terms of UI performance and overall handling. So that's there. Apart from that, I would say if I could just show you the battery section of the iPhone XR. First let me go to the battery health. As you can see, before updating the battery health was 89%. After updating to iOS 15.3 beta 1, the battery health hasn't actually dropped and it's still supporting peak performance capability. Now going back to the battery life, as you can see, this is kind of my secondary device, so I don't use iPhone XR as much, but I would have to say I would have to test the battery life of iPhone XR on iOS 15.3 beta 1. So definitely guys, if you're having a single iPhone, I would not recommend to install betas on your iPhone unless you have a secondary device. So then again, I have mentioned this before, the iOS 15.2 beta in terms of battery has been actually good, not that bad, and mostly as I use this device occasionally, so I could able to test it only with standby times. So the standby times were great. So if I could just give you an example, so I charged my iPhone last at around 5 days back, and after that I hardly looked at my iPhone, and these were the applications that I frequently used, and it was still at around 15%. So that shows that the idle time or the standby timing is really good and been improving a lot with latest iOS 15 updates. So then again, I hope you enjoyed the video. And one more factor I wanted to mention, that a lot of people ask me what is the Geekbench score. So after I updated to iOS 15.3 beta 1, I ran the Geekbench 5. As you can see, the single core score came in about 1115 and the multi-core score came in about 2133. If I could just compare it with the iOS 15.2, as you can see, when my device was on iOS 15.2, the single core and the multi-core scores were little bit different. To be honest, single core score was little bit less and the multi-core was little bit high. So it is actually more or less kind of a same. So let me know if you have already updated to iOS 15.3 beta 1 and are you getting the similar score. So with this scores available on my iPhone XR specifically, I'm experiencing a very smooth experience and there are not any issues whatsoever as of now. Talking about the bug fixes and improvements, mostly I would say the people were facing the storage issues. If you could click on general and then iPhone storage, it was taking a lot of time for few people to actually get into the iPhone storage page, and once you click that, it takes actually a lot of time, but the loading time has been significantly decreased. And if you come down, it shows the proper representation of all the applications that are using storage on your iPhone. If you come down, as you can see, it also shows the correct representation of iOS and system data. So it has been mentioned that the iOS and system data are showing actually the correct representation of how much storage it is consuming on your iPhone. So let me know that if you're still facing this iPhone storage bug. For most of the people, it was fixed on iOS 15.2, but with iOS 15.3, I think so this issue should be fixed overall. So this was a quick video talking about iOS 15.3 developers beta 1 update, and also if you're having a public beta profile, then you should be able to receive iOS 15.3 beta 1 update. So let me know in the comment section below whether you have already updated to iOS 15.3 beta 1, what are your experiences, and are you able to find any new features that I have missed talking about in this video. So then again, this was me talking about iOS 15.3. I hope you guys like the video. Give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I love you guys all and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.